Currently in Germany, there are often discussions about the rent price madness triggered by real estate speculators. People see how the rents are going up, while their salaries stay the same. We have come to the city of Leipzig to show that there are alternatives to this trend of increasing rent prices. We will explore different ways of living in the fastest growing city of Europe. The city of Leipzig used to be part of East Germany. It is due to the system changes in the late 1980s that the city lost more than 100,000 inhabitants and 70,000 apartments were left empty. The East German government did not have the money to invest on repairs. The consequence of this is that now around 75% of the buildings in Leipzig have been renovated and the once empty apartments are now inhabited. We have talked to the head of urbanism of the city about this development.
The thing which is existing through all these periods is this feeling of freedom of Leipzig, Leipziger Freiheit. That means that a lot of people had been in the early 90s discussing how to save our city. And they didn't discuss about investment and here, also big investment people. They were talking about what can we do on our own.
And it is through collaborative projects that the city of Leipzig has developed different ways of living. This map shows all the collective projects taking place around the city. Most of these projects are initiatives where people live in solidarity to avoid the high rent prices. And the city administration is supporting these initiatives.
When people organize themselves, get together in initiatives and promote their living environment, this is how they become politically active.
There are several associations working with these type of projects, and one of them is called Haushalten e.V. or Homekeeping.
Haushalten e.V.
Haushalten e.V. originally worked towards the goal of protecting houses of the Gründerzeit architecture style from vandalism and decay. Our association has been working on this for 10 years now, and now that the situation in the city has changed, we support other projects like house projects, guard houses and construction houses.
The idea behind the projects of Haushalten is the following. The owner makes the building available for this temporary use, and then the users apply for the space, alone or in groups. This association works as a mediator between the owner and the users.
The users go in there and build everything by themselves. They have temporary contract of about 7 to 10 years. They work together, especially in the construction house projects, where there is still plenty to be done. It is important that people work together and communicate within the group.
So it seems to be that if people want to keep their rents low, they need to engage with the community around them. We will now get a chance to visit a house construction project which was collectively bought by the group of people who restored it. So we are here with Mia and she's going to show us her house. When you got here to the house, how did it look like and how did you make it livable?
It was a lot of work. We had water and electricity, so we made all the floors similar to this, and we did all the walls and everything. The bathroom, the kitchens. We built everything by ourselves with a lot of help.
So tell me, what type of activities do you do in these common rooms?
Like every Sunday we have a meeting, community meeting up here, where we talk about everything, what's going on and what we need to do and what we want to do. And sometimes we do like little concerts up here or watching movies.
And can you show me what's over there?
Yeah. This is garlic, small garlics, and the onion. These are all our onions from our garden.
Okay.
Like it's, we have a common garden. It's nearby Leipzig. It's in a small village, and it's like big garden. And we have a lot of vegetables this year.
These type of projects are also adding to the quality of living within the city, since the collective awareness rises and people engage in projects such as common gardening.
A city would be unbearable without green areas. The city's climate and the quality of living depend on it. People unite in this type of projects, searching a common living atmosphere, so these urban gardens give people the opportunity to engage in activities which would otherwise happen outside the city.
Talking to experts and people in the city, we came to realize that the key ingredient to the different ways of living in the city of Leipzig is engagement and collaborating towards common goals. This collaboration can be seen in the most simple things, such as cooking. We visited an occupied building where the occupants taught us how to make apple mousse.
This food is the result of working together. From old apples lying on the ground, we now have a delicious meal. Different ways of living involve vision and hard work.
Each of these projects are autonomous, yet the overall feel of the city sparks an open discussion on how people want to take part in their living environment. People here are open towards exploring different ways of living.